that it was a waste of time. Chassidim would go to spend time with the Rishner. They'd sing a little and eat some kugel, and they thought it was a big waste. So I decided one time they're going to go to the Rishner's Tish on Friday night. I'm going to go to see what's the big deal. So they got to the Tish, but they were a little bit late. So it was already cleanup time. And there was some janitor. I was cleaning up from after the Tish, trying to scrape the gum off the floor or whatever. And they realized they were late, so they went over it and they said, you know, what goes on here? What's the program? So the janitor looked at these two guys and he says, you know, I'm not Jewish, I don't necessarily know everything that's going on, but what I can tell you is that the rabbi comes here and he sits down, and all these people come in and they all sit around the table. Everybody sits around the table and everyone listens very, very quietly and tries to hear all of the things that the rabbi is not saying. We're not the Berditcher, but the Berditcher used to try to darshan things that he would hear in the world. So Aaron HaKohen is the level of Vayidom Aaron. Aaron is very, very silent. And there's two types of being silent. There's a silent because you have nothing to say. And there's a silent because you have so much to say that you don't even know where to begin. You can't. Rabbi Nachman spoke about that type of silence, that screaming that no one else can hear. And Sfarim say that actually Aaron HaKohen was a Gilgal of Haran. Haran was the brother of Avram. Haran and Aaron have the same name, except that Aaron has an aleph at the beginning of his name. So why did Haran need a tikkun? Haran needed a tikkun because when it was time for Avram to face the test of being thrown into the fire, so he was asked, you know, what do you believe in? You believe in fire? You believe in this invisible God? They're getting close. So he said, what do you believe in? You believe in fire? You believe in this God? So Avram said, I believe in Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. He turned to his brother Haran. He said, what about you? What do you believe in? So Haran said, I'm not gonna speak yet. I'll be silent. We'll see what happens to Avram. Whatever happens to Avram, if there's a barbecue, so then I go with the fire. If Avram comes out, so then obviously I'm gonna go. So I explained that's why Haran saw Avram survived and he went in. So it's because it's like the Kabriner said that the Chiddush is not that Avram wasn't burnt up by the fire. The Chiddush is that Avram didn't burn down all of Orkastim with his fire. Ugh. But Haran didn't have anything to say, not because Haran didn't have anything to say, not because he was so filled with that he just didn't know where to begin. Avram, you don't even hear anything from Avram in the beginning of the Torah. Avram doesn't speak. All the Rishonim were asking, what did Avram do to get, this nevuah of go to Eretz Yisrael? didn't say anything. Avram and Haran were not speaking for very different reasons. But Aaron HaKohen, who is the tikkun for Haran, is Haran with an aleph in the beginning. Aleph is Alufu Shel Olam. And the Vayidam Aaron of Aaron is the Rishner's Vayidam. It's the Koldma Medaka. It comes Dafka after the earthquake and after you have a lot to say. And after there's a lot to say, then there comes a point when there's not so much to say. You don't have to say so much.
But he even saw it around Vayilasha. When you travel like Aaron, then you can get to Vayilasha, you know. He even saw how. She already said it, and you can speak. Chash and
We can share. We got it. I was trying to see what's still